Thanks again, guys. Appreciate you being here. Um, it turned out to be a tough football game on the road. I think it was a big win for us. We haven't had a conference road win in a while, and SFA is a tough place to play. And I think I was told we've only won over there once before. I think 2011. I think that's right. But I started out. I thought the offense we were clicking well. Scored 30 points in the first half. Again. We kind of gave them the life there right before the half for the pick six, and then they came out really. I thought we had some mishaps obviously with a couple muffed punts. A hit come down twice, actually hit our gunner short punts, and then I thought they did a really good job in the third quarter. Got back in it like most people in the Southern Conference. Nobody's going to lay down, especially at home. I don't think there's anything bigger than obviously the field goal block there in the fourth quarter, and they got a chance to tie this game up. And a huge block, John Taylor, Anthony Murphy, Courtney Rutledge getting the awareness of the ball, scoop and score. And then there, I think our guys kind of steamrolled a little bit, got some extra points in there. Jacory Fuller's a great pick six, redshirt freshman, coming in really for his most significant snaps of the year. I thought he did a really good job. So there was plenty of individual efforts and great plays. What I talked to the team about saying was that, again, we got to kind of continue to find ways to win as we're eliminating mistakes and trying to get better on a week-to-week basis. I think at times defensively we played well. We let two big runs go. That's huge. I mean, we can't do that. And usually when you get those big 60, 70-yard runs, it's not because one guy's wrong, it's because there's three or four. So you get three or four guys wrong on the same play, and you got a big problem. So they snapped those two. We got to eliminate those things. You can't can't say they didn't occur, but if they don't, heck, we got we're holding about 70 yards rushing and have a really good day on defensive side of the football, and didn't do that. You look on this, Jawan Dickey has a huge day, has a monster day. I thought Justin Allen had a great first half before he goes out with the injury. Again, I thought we did a lot of good things, took what they gave us, and were able to move the football. And I thought a couple of our things, kickoff return unit improved. Punt coverage is still not where we want it to be, but there's some things in the special teams that were bright, and we're still, sometimes have to manipulate some personnel around and move around some guys and get some other guys a shot to get an opportunity. But it's an area that we have not dominated yet, and I think we're close. And if we do, we're going to be a whole different football team. So I think there's a bunch of positives to take out of it. The biggest one, obviously, getting the conference road win was huge. And at SFA, who's kind of had our number the last 2 years, so that was a big win. And again, plus being a close one and finding a way to get it done. So it doesn't get any easier. We come back to homecoming. It's great to get back to Strawberry Stadium. But Houston Baptist is a really good football team. They've lost a couple close ones. Kind of got get a field goal block there against Nichols, probably have a chance to win it. And the field goal block and takes them to overtime, they lose it in overtime. But they're a very good football team. Got a very athletic quarterback who's obviously got everybody's attention as soon as you flip the film on. Dual threat guy. He's probably one of the most athletic quarterbacks in the conference that I've seen. He hurts you a lot with his feet. They got some good skill people. Defensively, they're playing well. They're flying around, and they look like anybody else on film. He's got to flip on a Southern Conference opponent. They look like everybody. So they've done a great job of accumulating talent and getting better on a week-to-week basis. I think they played really well the last 2 weeks. So it'd be huge for us to come in and clean some things up and get this thing at home and create some momentum and go out there and clean some things up and play, at least the best ball up to now. That's all we want to see. And I think we've done it the last 2 weeks. We played the best ball up to now. Is it as good as it can be? No. But that's part of it. You don't want to. You want to be ready to play your best ball when your best ball is needed. And right now we just need to find ways to win ball games. And when that time comes, obviously we'll all be aware of it. And it's time for us to play our best football. All right. Any questions?
Update on Allo?
It's a shoulder. He's not gonna play this week, so I don't know. He'll go day-to-day basis. So.
Yeah, is there a timeline of when you expect him to be back or anything?
They're hoping next week. Yep. Yep.
And just Lander, I mean, he lost his starting job at the beginning of the year. How comfortable are you with him starting this
Well,
year?
he's got plenty of experience, and I think he's got a chip on his shoulder, and he's looking for an opportunity to prove himself. So I think that's hopefully going to work in our favor.
Season high turnovers this past weekend. Just kind of what clicked for y'all this week that it hadn't been clicking the rest of the time?
One, we're playing with a little more confidence. We jumped a couple routes. Ja'Cory Fuller just a nice read, sees the release and breaks, and Sean Clavell had a nice pick. And then obviously the fade ball early in the ball game. Torrance Mosley goes up and gets it. Last couple weeks, people have challenged us on the fade ball. Haven't had much success. I think SFA early stopped and got away from that. And again, it wasn't like there's a lot of opportunities we had before. It's not like we dropped a lot of picks. People just hadn't thrown the ball to us. I mean, so. I think as we gain confidence in some situations, we got to be able to, jump some routes and be able to, anticipate and make the play. And I thought we did a good job of that.
What does Houston Baptist defense do well that you guys didn't notice on film?
Well, they got talent. I mean, the big thing you notice the talent up front. They got big kids. The front line. They got long length guys in the DB position. They can make plays. They have good ball skills. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They pressure you a little bit, not much. They're more like, sitting back, going to play, 4-2-5, and going to play defense, and they create a little bit of pressure. So I don't know. It depends on how they're going to play us. I don't know if they're going to come after us, or if they're going to sit back. So whatever they do, we'll just have to take advantage of it and make sure we can take what they're giving us.
Last week, Conk was kind of the same way, a dual threat kind of guy. You were able to shut him down pretty effectively. Just how do you feel about going into another type of situation with a quarterback like that?
Yeah, he's different. Conk was a big physical kid. Again, he has trouble. He's gonna break tackles and it's hard to get down. This kid is elusive. He's very elusive. He makes a lot of people miss. Got to be careful pressuring him because he's going to get out of the pocket and he'll hurt you. I think he got 140 on nickels, and a lot of that was from scrambles. They do have some design quarterback runs for him, and he's good at doing it. So it'll be a huge test for us on those things. Make sure that we got to contain him. That's a big part. But they've got more than that. I mean, they've got two good tailbacks. They've got some big 6'4", 6'5" wide receivers. That's probably most of anything. And I thought even the last probably 2 years when we saw them that when you look across their squad when they come off the bus, I mean, they look the part, and their guys they got talent. Sitting in Houston, I thought obviously has been a huge advantage for them, and they're a talented ball club.
I know you leveled a guy who learns from his mistake. Clavell had the big mistake against Lamar, but he seemed to have two big plays in this one: the sack early in the game and then the interception late. Kind of good to make when he learns from his mistake earlier in the year.
Yeah, well, I think he's it's his first year playing. Didn't play last year, and then so he's getting better on a week-to-week basis, and it was good for him to get that sack early and prove his confidence, and obviously I think Turner gets a pick late, which is really good for him.
Where do you think your defense is now in perspective of the season?
I think we're really close. I think we're not near where we need to be. Obviously, when you give those two runs, if we took those two off, I think we have a really good night, and I'm really excited about where we're at. Again, we did play a lot of guys. We played close to 30 players on defense. They went 90-some snaps. So we played quite a bit of guys. And so if anything, we got a lot of guys some experience. A lot of guys got in there. Some of them made some mistakes, and we got some time to obviously get the film and learn from it. But there was probably a lot of guys got some more significant snaps than they have up to now in the season. And we've been preaching that last couple of weeks that we've really got to get some other guys have got to step to the plate and be able to relieve guys and be able to come in and play at the level we need them to play at. So it was good to really be able to get those guys in that ball game.
Have you ever had, since being here, a receiver lead the team in receiving 2 years in a row? It seems like always the guy who leads the year before gets hurt or doesn't do anything the next year.
I don't know.
I think
Kimler? No. Okay.
No, yeah.
No, I haven't.
I think Brandon Acker, he's at least on pace right now to actually do that for you. What's kind of made him different to kind of break that streak there?
I don't know if anything different to break the streak. I mean, he's gotten better as a receiver. He's been a guy that, again, we're trying to feature and get them the football as much as possible. And again, we're just looking for whoever steps up makes plays. You know what I mean? So last year, kind of probably got it because a couple guys went down and got thrown into a role that probably wasn't really his role yet. And so this year, I think, but he's obviously embraced it and he's thriving in the situation, and we're looking forward to him to continuing that throughout the rest of the season.
I was going to ask you if it was frustrating at all not to have a guy kind of continue on like that 2 years in a row. But I guess you haven't even really noticed it.
No.
We get a big win here against McNeese. We go on the road to Stephen F. Now we're back at home. It's homecoming. What does the game mean for the team this week?
Again, it's huge to come home. Obviously, I know our kids love playing in here. Everybody I think loves to play at home, but this place has been special. We've been hot here, so it'll be huge to come in here. And like I said, I just want to see we can come in here and play our best football and continue. If we can continue to do that, I know it sounds like a broken record. That's what it is right now. We're not where you want to be. Then all you really want to see is you want to see a continued growth every week, and every time we step on the field, you want to see us make those improvements. So I think the big part for this, our things we're going for, is to make sure that we can, I want to get that run game going again. And again, if they load the box, then so be it. We're gonna have to throw it, but we want to be able to do those things and make sure we're being consistently able to run the football effectively. Because I think it's more of a mentality and ability. You gotta run it if you're gonna be good at it. It's something about those linemen. They got to have that the consistent back to putting the hand in the dirt and coming knocking people off the ball and being that physicality type of play. In order to do that, you've got to, like I said, anything else, you got to practice it and you got to do it on a consistent basis. So, but I think right now it's coming at a perfect time. We're going home for the next 2 weeks, and hopefully this right now will allow us to play our best football this coming Saturday.
You guys won for 128 last week, but it seemed like that was a tough 128.
Yeah.
With the way they played the one against you guys.
Yeah.
What did you guys see when you went back and looked at the film?
Well, again, they were good up front. We knew that going in. I mean, their down front four was good. Their defensive ends gave us some fits. Sacked us a couple times, but really gave us fits in the run game. We had trouble moving the three techniques and getting them out of there. And then, they loaded the box. Most of the time they were down there 8-9 man front. So, in those situations, it's going to be tough to really run the football unless you got to whoop somebody. And so, I mean, in those situations, 8-9 man fronts, you got to be able to throw it and win those matchups on the outside, which we did.